But I'm not sure what it is, but there is a lesson there. But kindness costs nothing, does it? And compassion costs nothing, really. Right, so I'm leaving the ibis. There's a big trail of motorbikes. Look at them all. So I don't know where they're going, but they're probably going the same place as me. But I'm going to Medelt. That's where I'm staying tonight, and I'm going to go through like a national park thing if I can. Maybe do a little bit of off-road, and then stop there and get a coffee and all the rest of it. I might try and put some fuel in, I think. But yeah, here we go again. Onwards. Oh, they're all going down there though. So what am I doing, isn't it?
Drive the dream. You drive the dream. You drive the dream.
Yeah.
Good job.
No idea. Right, I thought we'd have a proper catch up now. So I'm leaving Meknes now. So I'm heading to Medelt, as I said in this morning's intro. You know, I thought it'd be quite interesting to just talk about how, when you're trying to do this to a schedule, it's not just riding, I'm trying to record this and get sort of sensible footage and all the rest of it, and then in the evenings trying to keep up with it by editing, and it's incredibly tiring. Probably again last night I was probably, I don't know, 11 o'clock, midnight, something like that. And I think the thing is with this trip, it's something I've always wanted to do, but I've sort of incorporated it into the channel and to try and make it part of that, which, if I hadn't done it, would have been a bit of a waste in that sense. But when you're trying to think about what you can shoot and putting your mics on, and it's amazing really how much effort it takes. And I really can't stress enough when you see people like Itchy Boots doing this. I know she's I know this sounds funny, it's almost institutionalized to do it. She's got such a rhythm of it, but it doesn't make it any less hard. I tell you, it's really quite intense trying to do it. I managed to upload a load of videos last night, which is really thankful for. It's great, it's taking a lot of pressure off. And I thought I'd just check some material that I shot yesterday, and realised that I'd actually deleted a piece of material that I needed. And it was all about Eric Clapton, and so I got all that and I lost it all. It might be on my hard drive, I think I'll have to have a look, but yeah, gutted about that. And that's the thing, isn't it? It becomes a stress inducer when it shouldn't do, really. This should be about the joy of the trip and all the rest of it. So I need to sort of chill out a little bit and not stress so much about filming all this stuff, which I'm going to. Obviously I'm going to film as much as I can, but I just got to let it take a slight backseat. Maybe. I just record things that I think are interesting for people to watch. But yeah, it's much easier doing it at home. Always a few dogs. The way the dogs actually look at you. As if you're going to say something. What do you want? What are you doing here? I don't know, they probably wouldn't talk English, would they? What you find with some of these roads is quite funny. Is that this one's not too bad, but early on, the tarmac sort of gets less and less and less as it crumbles in. I did a road yesterday going through the mountains, and it was just getting narrower and narrower and narrower, and the cars were just sitting in the middle of it, and it was more like a game of chicken. Oh dear. Right, I'm in a cafe. You can see the steam coming with my coffee, which is good. So it's a bit dull today. It might rain, but I've ordered which I think is a lemon pancake, or a doormat, one of the two. But I'll eat it because I'm really hungry. It's terrible. It shouldn't be like that. But so lovely, the people, to help you, and they've got so many languages. What's really funny though, inside there's a big TV and they're showing Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls going down a rock. Some rocks. Actually, it might be in Morocco. Who knows? Right, this is where it gets messy. Now, oh, it looks good. Oh. Oh, I've got a crispy pancake. Wow. Fantastic. Just remember that. That's really nice. 45 me for the week. Very good. Oh. I was looking in my mouth, didn't you? That's disgusting. Well, it's a funny one then. So, do you know, we get so used to, and I know it's cheap in Morocco, where you get used to high prices at home. So that lovely little breakfast I had there, that freshly made lemony pancake thing, crispy. Oh, crispy. We've got to be crispy on the outside, lovely. Great coffee and a bottle of water. When I went to pay, I thought he said 90 dirham, which you sort of think was about £8. Didn't really think much of it, really. And then he said, no, 19. So it's like, it was about £1.50. That lovely coffee, and to be treated so wonderfully, with such kindness and patience, and all for next to nothing. It's a lesson there, isn't there, somewhere? But I'm not sure what it is, but there is a lesson there. But kindness costs nothing, does it? And compassion costs nothing, really. But there you are. Yeah, so great. I'll do that again. Look out for those little cafes. But yeah, smashing. Breakfast for £1.50, and a delicious one at that. And then I went next door and bought two Snickers and some water. 2 Snickers. Revert to type, Paul. That's the way to do it. Right, onwards to Ilfrane and the not wildlife place, the Parc de Naturel, or whatever they call it. Right, see you in a bit, everybody. It's funny that now I've remembered why the name Ilfrane was in my head. I thought, oh yeah, I'm sure there's something at Ilfrane. I think this is the place where it's like a posh, not a posh resort, but it's where all the rich people live, a bit like Dorking. But it's where the houses are all sort of, sort of funny, almost Swiss styling. I think that's what I think this is. But it's that's why there's a motorway, a new big road coming here, because this is where all the money is. And I'm not being derogatory. That's life, and how it works. All new properties, and everybody's out running, keeping fit. I bet I could sell a few of them as Snickers. I'd love that. Actually, it looks like some sort of running race. This is why, yes. I've seen this on YouTube. Oh, they're giving away water. I wonder what these people were doing, and they're looking at monkeys. Welcome. Oh, thank you. This could all end in tears, can it? Are they Barbary macaques?
Macaques, yes.
Yeah, macaques.
Morocco, yes.
Yeah. Come on. Come on in. Yeah. We're gonna get a monkey. Get a monkey. He doesn't like the helmet. Funny. First monkeys I've seen. Look at that face. There's an odd little diversion, wasn't there? Yeah, he doesn't like the helmet. Oh well. I've pulled off here just quickly. I keep seeing these sort of. It's like they sort of separate in the. I've only seen it up at this area in the fields. It's almost like at home where we start clearing the fields of flint, but it's not quite like. Oh, look at that, onions. It's just tons of onions. That's why I can smell it. But it's if they're doing that to clear, it's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. How bizarre is that? I love stuff like this. It sort of almost doesn't make sense, but I suppose once they're all up and running, yeah, you can see all the onions in amongst it. It's like they grow the onions in amongst the rocks. How weird is that? I've never seen that. Anybody can explain that one to me, I'd be much appreciative. But it almost looks prehistoric, doesn't it? But not with the foam mast in the background, though. How bizarre is that? It's amazing. There you are. I just thought I'd stop, but I nearly stopped at a bit where the bike nearly fell over, so that was clever. So this is a nice road. So this is taking me up a sort of a cross country to Medelt and into the main road again, I suppose. But looks like there's a few touring bikes coming down now. I'll give them a wave as we go past. Steep this. Well, I've finally made it up my first trail. I was going through that valley. I think we're still in the nature reserve, which is stunning, and where we saw the monkeys. But this is sort of like I just came out this track. It didn't say no go, so I just sort of kept going, really. And it's pretty cool. And I've sort of come to the top of it. And there's it's like a satellite communication thing at the top, so I won't go any further than that. But how cool! Being up here, it's like being in like the Guns N' Never Roan, isn't it? I feel like Anthony Quinn. Is it Anthony Quinn? I should be dressed as a partisan with those things. They look funny. But nice to get up on a trail. So I filmed that a little bit, and I'll add it to today's video. Which obviously you know because you're now seeing it. I don't know whether to make it. Maybe I should make a cup of tea. You think I should one of my coffees in my little kit? I think that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, nice riding today. But it's when you get up here, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's the wind rustling through there because we are high up, and there's sort of like a drizzle and stuff coming across. But yeah, and it's just little bits of rain hitting me now. But it's really great to get up here. There was a dog up here a minute ago. Looked like a sort of Zuluki cross thing. Not that it was angry, it was just a cross with something else. But nice to finally get up on on a mountain and actually go on a proper track for a change. I don't know what the film's going to be like on there because I put the 360 camera behind my head but just had it on forward facing. It's now it's only 20 past 12, so it's been going really well. I filled up with fuel way early on, but I've hit some trails. It's good, and I think that's the thing really, is just see it, go for it, and if it looks like it gets pretty rough and it might do some damage to the bike, then turn around and come back. You know, the bike is my lifeline, isn't it really? So at least until I get to Marrakesh when Karen turns up. I don't want to destroy it before then. Right, I'm going to try and make a cup of tea, and you can see whether it worked or not. I'll catch you in a minute. morning, everybody. I must look an absolute shock. I don't know what my hair's doing. My weedy brush that I got with a very nice man at this hotel got me yesterday. So I'll stand back a bit and then you can see where I am. Whoa, yeah. That was quite cold last night. That was really quite cold last night. And wow, it's just noisy here. But they do warn you of that. That's why they give you earplugs to start with. Anyway, I'll turn around and you can see what's going on. Ta-da. So I was the only one here until about midnight, and that's the hotel, the Inn Chill, which is great. So it's where we are in relationships. So there's the High Atlas there, if you can sort of see in the distance. My finger's a bit better today. And then you actually park the vehicles, which is quite safe. So you've got some 4x4s. So the people that came in yesterday, like last night, must have been on a tour. So these are their support vehicles, I presume. Why haven't I never got a support vehicle? So they're all on Himalayas. Cool. Or Himalayas. Awesome. So that's really good. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Himalayans and 1 Suzuki DR. And then 1 beautiful Honda CB500. So it was a great trip yesterday, and the road was just magic. From Ilfrane to Medelt was just one of the best roads I've ever been on. Absolutely amazing, and hopefully you'll see that in the video that accompanies this episode. But yeah, really good. So that was interesting. I'm going to have some breakfast, and then today's ride is going to take me across to Agodal, which is the highest point I think in the Atlas. It's the highest point in something. I don't know where. So I will have some breakfast, and I will see you on the road. Take care.